I'm live. I'm here. Honestly, I'm here. Hello. Hello everybody. It's been a quick minute. It's been since the 26th since I've done a live. So welcome everybody. Hope everybody did okay over the weekend and with that moon. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing some lipstick, man. Don't look at my nose though. A stupid zit on my nose. So it's one of those things. Oh, that's not really, that's sort of bland. Hello, Christine. So, and that's from me wearing the bloody, having to wear these at work, you know? So, no, I don't want that one. Let's see, what color do I want? It's like I got to paint. Um, there we go. Gotta have good lips, right? Huh? Toothpaste for the zit. Okay, I will do that. It's not too bad. It's going away. It's like, you get to a certain age, it's like, oh, I got a zit. Oh, I'm a teenager again. Yay. So welcome, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. And for those who are getting their new moon reading, please be patient. I'm using a new one. I've been working. Two, I'm using a new format for recording and figuring out how to upload it and get it to you. So we're doing that. So that is a lot of fun. So what is going on? Well, if you haven't heard, you're going to hear now. The house sold. I found that out yesterday, and I thought that was kind of funny. I found that out on the new moon. So we'll have to be out by the end of June. Where we are moving to, we do not know. I've looked at a few places online. I haven't gone to any place physically, but I've looked to it for a few places online. I put in applications. Thank you, Christine. It's going to be a lot. We've lived here for 5 years. We're very sad to be moving. This is a huge feat. Because my poor hubby is still, and he won't be able to do anything till after the move. Really, he can't lift or anything else, so he's not allowed to be lifting or anything more than 10 pounds. So he's kind of can't do nothing. Doesn't mean that he's not going to try, but he just can't do anything. So I'm going to be beginning today, later on this afternoon, starting with the downstairs and going through my downstairs and tossing and everything else. I think I'm going to have a garage sale on June 17th. June 17th. So, oh man, and it's this is a lot. I mean, I'm looking at the energies right now and the movement and the change. So the new moon was at 9 degrees of Gemini, and the moon is still in Gemini. So we're still in kind of that phases of the new moon, and we're clearing out the last clumps of the solar eclipse. So clearing out a lot from that full moon and new moon in with the eclipses. So we do have, the moon is going to be passing over Aldebaran, which is star, which is Archangel Michael. And there's a lot of that energy from not only Pisces, but that Jupiter Mars conjunction in Aries. Now Mars is home, Venus is home, Saturn is in his home sign, and Neptune is in his home sign. Neptune we've sort of been dealing with for quite some time anyways. He brings in a lot of that delusional energy, a lot of craziness from the media. So we've been dealing with that for a while. And the Aries is bringing in some frustration with Mars there, because Mars and Jupiter are looking at, and Chiron's there and Eris is there. So there is a lot of frustration, big frustrations coming in. You might be finding a lot to do with delays in your life, delays in shipping, delays in information coming to you. Not everything's coming out forthright, and watch out for gossip. This is like gossiping energy. We have especially with the sun, Aldebaran, but we and the moon, and then in Gemini, but we also have Mercury retrograde on Algol, and Algol is the demon star. So, and he's squaring Saturn. So we got this energy of, frustration. There might be some nitpicking that's going on. A lot of I keep on getting a lot of gossiping. People want to get the dish on somebody. They want to get the information on people. So that is where you sort of have to step back. And I mean, last year we had the eclipses in Gemini and Sagittarius. So we're clearing a lot of, where to go, what to do, how are we going to do this? What are the changes happening in your life? And a lot of things might be feeling a little bit unsure on where things are at right now. You might be feeling a little bit confused. With Pisces, the uncertainty, there's this spiritual energy that's coming in, and that's what Pisces is. Pisces brings in the uncertainty of your spiritual energy. Cancer's emotional. It brings in a lot of emotion, and emotion comes in. But when it comes to the Pisces, there's that indecisiveness. There is that energy of spiritual emotional lessons. And there's an energy of spiritual lessons that are coming in for the world. And with this in mind, this is to be this mind used to think through and not to overthink, and not to be overthinking the future. Now, I get that, because I mean, right now I'm really overthinking my future. I'm overthinking of where I'm going. What am I going to do? Where am I going to move? How am I going to be able to afford all of this? Like, it's a lot, because moving isn't cheap. We all know that. And so to move and to, I just like, I am just through the moon right now with stress and trying to get things organized. But the big thing with this is do the things that you've been procrastinating about and get through them and get them done. Don't get yourself lost on any games on your phone or Netflix or anything like that, or YouTube. Really get yourself and focus on the things that really need to get focused on and get done. Then you're going to find things starting to race up for you. Things are going to start heading in more of the direction that you want it to go. But if you're really procrastinating on shit, it's yeah. And I'm a great procrastinator. And this is like with the Aquarius, this is about thinking about your future, but you could be overthinking about things as well, right? You might be, you got that Gemini energy, and it can overthink. It can like, oh my God, is this right? And going through the list of making sure you have everything done and making sure that you have everything in order. And Aquarius is like, let's go. We're heading in this direction. This is where we're going. And Aquarius likes to go. This is the direction we're going in, and that's very much Saturn. Now, Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius, and that's where he is at right now, and he's squaring off to Mercury. Now, Mercury doesn't have a lot of power in Taurus. He might think he does because he just came out of his own house, and he might think he knows it all, but he really doesn't. And being on Algol is really where you have to be cautious. You have to be careful, and this is where this move or this motion of what is interesting to you, where is it going to take you, and what feels right, and what, with the time, the frustrating, and Saturn, with Saturn being there, Saturn's not moving. It is at 24 degrees, and it is going to be going retrograde on the 4th of June. Mercury's going to be going forward, but they're still going to be sitting there, like right now, squaring for 10 days. So there's that 10 days right now we're going to be going through, and we're going to be feeling a lot of frustration and overwhelmness. And that frustration and overwhelmness, sorry, my phone is ringing. That frustration and overwhelmness right now is getting us to really look at what is stressing you too much. What is, that big burden that's going on or that you're holding on to right now. And that's going to be a huge one. That's going to be very something that we're all as humanity is going through. Because the thing about Aquarius is about humanity. It is about the direction we are going forward in the future as a humanity. That's what Saturn is in Aquarius. What direction are we going? Are we, he wants to take you there, but right now he's gone to a point, we're only going to go this far. So we're only gone so far upon this journey. And now it's time for us to look at the journey that we have partaken in since October of last year to now. What is that journey? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Is this the direction you want to go into? Because this is review time. And it might be frustrating, might be feeling overwhelmed, especially as it's squaring Mercury, because Mercury wants to have a say. It wants to tell you something. It wants to take control. But so there's a little bit of stressors that are going on right there. So it's your best bet is to take a time out. Honestly, take a time out. Go, as the smoker says, let's go for a smoke break. And this is going to be bringing up in a lot of weirdness and a lot of battles. So we're going to be feeling and seeing the battle of the light and the dark. This is a battle that has been going on for some time, but this is more intense. And the irony of it all is that there's always been conflict in the world. The world always has some sort of conflict. There's always some war happening in the world. But overall, for the past several years, we have not really had a huge conflict within the world, a huge threat within the world. We have not gone through a huge crisis in this world as what our ancestors have, or what they've always lived through. We have lived in a very cushy, cozy kind of way. And now we have energies that are getting us to really evaluate what we value, what we care about, what we want to do. And in saying that, there's a lot of people, they don't want to look at that, they don't want to do that, they want to procrastinate. I don't want to deal with it. It's like me, I don't want to deal with the movie, and I don't want to deal with taking all this stuff down. And half the time, when I'm looking at stuff, it's like, do I keep it or do I chuck it? So we want to bring forth a energy that is letting you to know to focus on what you can do. There's so much out there that's telling you what you can't do. You can't do this, you can't do that. I live in Canada. I can't fly and I can't go on a train. I can't even go to the States, So it's like, what can I do? If I go to the States, I think I can go up to 10 miles into the States, and then I have to quarantine. How crazy fucking shit is that? So this is where we're going to get the energy of saying, what do you need to focus on what you can control and what's in your values? And with the Empress Venus and the Emperor Saturn, they're the rulers of the chart right now, and they like to get shit done. And it's going to be the small little shit that's going to aggravate people, and that's going to overwhelm people and get them to react in stupid ways. And it's like those little things that are going to trigger you because you haven't been dealing with whatever it is that you need to be dealing with. And in dealing what you need to be dealing with, that means that you got to get it done and just do it. And that's how you can move forward. And the stuff that has to be done is worth it's worth of your time and advancements. And then you're going to find the delays you won't have the delays. You'll find things going in a lot smoother way. But there's we're going to feel, or we're going to hear a lot of scares. A lot of more scares are going to come out. They're probably going to try and do another COVID scare or something stupid like that. But the thing is, the information, I mean, more information is coming out, and that's what I was telling people all the way through. Information is going to come out that is going to show you that what they're telling you is not really the truth. I mean, Bill Gates came out and said that at the what is it? It was World Economic Forum. He was talking about the passports and saying that we don't even need them anymore. And so this is where you're going to see where, looking at the restrictions that you think you have, and that we have to look at and stop and step outside and stop freaking out over a lot of the small stuff and get ahead and get doing things. There's a lot of changing minds. So you're going to be changing your mind a lot. This is Gemini energy. So honor yourself in changing those minds, restoring your confidence, taking the action in a better place. That Venus knows, trusting in her guidance. And Mercury is, freaking out over little shit because of confidence or not understanding things. And this is where you have to look at within you and choose your making in your situation. A lot of, as I say, this is where it's going to be start, stop, change. And you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of starting, a lot of stopping, a lot of changing. And we're all going to be doing that. And if someone's really pissed off at you and they don't like it, sorry, that's just the way it is. You know what? There's not much more I can do about that. You could be mad at me. You could be frustrated with me. I get it. But I'm going to be mad and frustrated at a lot of other people too. So it's like, all right, you know what? I got to do what I need to do first and do what I can and take the steps and the actions in my life. And that's the same way in your life, and taking those steps and actions that you need to take in order for you to create that world that you want to create, that abundance, that financial stability, that health, that happiness, that's the motion that is coming in for us to move in a forward motion. So lots happening, lots unfolding for us all, and onward and upwards. That's exactly, where we are heading, is onwards and upwards. So if anybody knows of a reasonably priced place, I know a lot of people are going to, some people have sent me some places, but it's got to be reasonable rent. Some of the places out there right now are so astronomical. Average price for a one bedroom in Calgary right now is $1,600, which is pretty crazy. And so I'm looking for something way less than that. And preferably in the Southwest, because that's just where everything is for us right now. So we want to stay in this area because it's easier. So I can't go way into the Northwest. I can't go into, those areas, because it's just out of, even for where I'm working right now, and for a lot of the things that I am doing in my own personal life, and even for my husband's appointments. It's too far out of the way for the appointments. So much happening, not only in my life, but in everyone's life right now. So we got to have some patience and allowing what has, using some common sense with everything that is unfolding. You guys, it's still scare tactics and everything that's out there to make sure that people, they want people to stay safe or stay in a certain way. And I don't know, I'm at a point where I just have to, focus on the direction that I need to go into, and where that's at. It's kind of like I get a sense of freedom with this, but then with this freedom, it's funny because I feel a sense of freedom, but I don't know what that means, if that makes any sense. I don't, like, yeah, sure, I got the freedom, but where does that mean and what does that mean in the direction I need to go into, kind of thing. So I'm still figuring shit out, man. Figuring shit out, man. Just like we all are. Still doing readings. So if people are wanting to book in a reading, I am still doing readings. They'll just in limited times, but I am still doing readings. Workshops, except for the one that I'm doing right now, are still a go. Other workshops, because of the move, I can't do them. Well, I can do them. I just don't have the mental capacity. So, when they say changing minds a lot, man, that start, stop, change minds. Yep, it's happening. And I probably won't be doing any workshops over the summertime. We'll see. My mind can change. Spirit can direct me in a different way. So you just have to keep on your toes and follow me, and I'll let you know. And I know some of you have been waiting for certain workshops, but life has been a hairy carry for me in the last since February, and the unfoldings in my life have been it's been it's been a lot. But what I have to say is stability, and whatever stability means to you. But when you don't have a sense of stability in your life, like, even though we're going through a lot of health issues and stuff like that, cool, okay, we're handling all of that, we're on the mend, you know but it is the stability of having a place to put your a place to roost, shall I say, is important. And making sure that you have some sort of financial stability is a huge one, especially going forward. And that's the next phase that I'm going to start warning people about, is like, it's not only the food, but it's going to be the financial stability and having a financial, in some ways, for yourself in going forward. And I was listening to Bob Proctor, and I think it was on a TikTok I was watching, but anyways, what he was saying is that if you work Monday through Friday, or whatever your starting day is of the week, of whatever that is, utilize that day. I don't know where my husband is, but I got to go check what that phone call is. Hello? Yes, just a moment, please. Steven. I think he just went out. Ay, ay, ay. Do you know approximately what time? What time? Yeah, and he thought it was 11:30. It's 10:40. That's probably why he went out. Yeah, but they usually say the patients that they should give us a little living time. That's fine. I will call back later on then. Okay, thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Bye. Sorry, everybody. Hope you guys were keeping yourself amused, as I had to go run and get a phone call. This is what happens when I do lives. Crazy. That was my husband decided to go out, which is weird because he never goes out. And he didn't take his phone, which he's supposed to take when he goes out. God bless him. Anyways, uh, so you got to do what you need to do right now, all the time. I know this is, and it was, oh, fuck. Just add it to my plate of shit that happens. Um, so, anyways, so couple things. I will be having a garage sale on the 17th of June and selling what I can sell. A lot of the things that will be going up for sale, those husbands, I know, Christine. Uh, some of the things I'll be selling are my books. Some of my books will be going up for sale. Cards, other things will be going up for sale and stuff that I have. And then anything that doesn't sell will just go to Salvation Army or it'll be gone. A lot of stuff I can't cart around anymore. So I'm moving and pushing forward. And so over the next couple of weeks, I will be showing off some of the things that are going to be sold. Now, if you are out of town, I'm going to tell you, the cost of shipping, I'm not going to ship anything to anybody unless they're paying for the shipping. And I don't even know how I'm going to package it and get it to you. That's the other thing. So I'm not putting anything more on my plate other than what I can actually do. And I'm not trying to be mean or rude. It's just I a lot of people don't realize, but I get anxiety quite easily, and I'm very good at dealing with it, but it comes out in other forms. So if it's overly right now, I'm learning if it's too much, I ain't doing it. I can't do it. That's just going to be the long and the short of it. But that's part of the energy, and it's going towards what I need to be doing. Maybe a road trip to Calgary. Yes. So I have to just honor the steps that I have to take right now and in the direction where we're going. Now, I know some people have asked me, where am I moving? I don't know where I'm moving. I stress that out to people. I want to stay in the Southwest. I do not want to go anywhere that is way outside of Calgary or in way in the Northeast. I don't want to go into the Northeast, Southeast. Sorry, guys. God bless you if you live there. I've lived in those areas and I know what those areas are like. I just don't want to be dealing with shit anymore in the Northeast. So my husband's phone. So anyways, so onwards and upwards all because his phone is going to go crazy and I got to go find my husband on what's going on. If you want to book a reading, let me know and I'll get you in where I can. And have a blessed day. This is the craziness of the day. This is the craziness. So anyways, I'm going to finish off the readings that I have to do for people. And then I have to get downstairs and start going through shit. So have a blessed day, everyone. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.